Currently, right now, America's at war with an invisible enemy. Not only America, but the world. If you would really like to know how you can help out and do your part, and just honestly by staying at home and hanging out with your family, we're about to talk about it. I'm Chris Farr. This is going to be an informative speech on social distancing, how to correctly, do it, why it's going to help, and maybe why it might not help, and what the World Health Organization has to say about it and things like that. So social distancing is basically just staying away from people or keeping a safe distance from people. It could be if you have to go outside of your home or have to be around people you don't know who might have a virus or potentially have a virus. It's keeping a safe distance of 6 feet or more. So 6 feet or more is actually a little bit more than what people think. So that's 6 feet on a tape measure, and that is all the way to that bathtub over there, which I don't know if you can really tell from here, but that's honestly quite a distance. So when you're in a supermarket, you come into pretty close proximity with people, even if you're just shopping in an aisle, especially with right now, everybody's panicking and things like that. You're getting close to people because everybody's at the supermarket. So, you just need to maintain a safe distance, at least 6 feet or more. They say that's even for in your household, and that's quoted through Dr. Lisa Lockard-Maragakis in an article that was posted on Johns Hopkins University's page. It was kind of describing about self-quarantines and things like that. Self-quarantine, social distancing. A very informative article. But she just kind of goes through the whole process of what people need to do to self-quarantine and try to stay away from this virus and COVID-19. It's a very dangerous virus for some people, and for others, obviously, it's not so bad. But it has killed thousands of people over the course of the last few months, and it's a worldwide pandemic. With that being said, the WHO, or it wasn't the WHO, but the WHO said, which is World Health Organization, social distancing probably just alone won't stop the spread of this pandemic. And this was what Jackie Salo posted from the New York Times on an article. But the WHO's saying that unless we attack this virus aggressively and develop vaccines and things like that, it's not gonna work with just social distancing. We have to have vaccines, we have to have treatment, we have to have ventilators for people who need them, we have to have hospital beds, and things like that. So they go on to talk about that kind of stuff. And then on top of that, social distancing is great when people practice it. So, Lindsay Schnell covered it in USA Today, and it's basically an article that's stating the fact that people aren't practicing social distancing. Some people aren't. Obviously some people are, but people are, they hear they're going to be locked down in their house, and there's going to be a shelter-in-place order that's going to be enforceable by the police and things like that, and they give them a time period, like a day or two. These people freak out, and they're so used to going out at night and hanging out with people, going to the beach, things like that they try to get one last time in, and then everybody ends up at these clubs. Everybody ends up just trying to get out one last time, and it ends up being a whole bunch of people in one place in very close quarters, and then obviously virus transmission at that point is inevitable. So it's really important for people to follow this social distancing guideline. It's very important that people sanitize their hands and things like that, to stop the spread of this COVID-19, because it is a worldwide pandemic. It's a really, really bad thing right now. Harry Stevens was reporting on a study, and basically it was a simulation of a small town, and they simulated free-for-all, attempted quarantine, moderate distancing, then extensive distancing. So the one that worked the best was extensive distancing, because when people hear quarantine, they're obviously not going to obey the rules. So people are going to get out and things like that. So when actually everybody practices extensive distancing, it yielded the best results. Infections and transmissions were drastically reduced, and things like that. So, with all that being said, I thought this was an interesting and relevant topic, and it's important to me. I don't want to get sick. I work at a prison. If it gets in there, it's bad news, because everybody's in such close quarters and things like that. And it's just bad news for everybody. So I thought this was a really interesting topic and relevant. I just wanted to cover it. So thanks for watching. Appreciate it.